Hey guys, Steve here from Australia MMA. I'm going to give you my predictions of UFC on Fox 28. I'm going to give you my predictions of the top 4 fights of that card. Max Griffin versus Mike Perry, Latifi versus Ovince St. Preux, Jessica Andrade versus Tessa Torres, and Jeremy Stephens versus Josh Emmett. Let's start off with Max Griffin versus Mike Perry. It's a stand-up fighter versus a grappler. I don't think Max Griffin has good enough ground game to take Perry out. I think Mike Perry has enough power in his hands to finish Max Griffin in the first round. I think that Max Griffin, the best person I could relate him to is Derek Bronson style, where he comes forward with punches and bunches, but with his head up. And if someone knows how to counter that with either a left hook or a right hook as they come in, I think that he will get finished. And I think Mike Perry has the answer for that. So for that one, I'm picking Mike Perry for knockout in the first round. Latifi versus Ovince St. Preux. Latifi does train with Alexander Gustafsson, which is a tall fighter, but Latifi is still short and he doesn't have very good reach, and if he can't take Ovince St. Preux down, then he's just going to get finished on his feet. There is sort of no way he can win this on the feet, I don't believe, but in saying that, anything can happen. It is 4-ounce gloves, but I'm picking Ovince to win this by second round, maybe by submission or TKO. Moving on from that one, Jessica Andrade versus Tessa Torres. They're both very, very similar fighters, but I will pick Jessica in this one. I just think she has more power in her hands than Tessa does, and I believe that they will bite the mouthpiece and go in the middle until Tessa feels the power of Jessica, and I believe she'll start backing up into the fence because she doesn't want any more of it. But that's her style, so she doesn't know how to tap around and use her footwork to win on a points decision. So I believe that Jessica will win. She'll push her to the fence and just start body punching her and swinging for the fences and finish her off in the first. Jeremy Stephens versus Josh Emmett. Now, most people would pick Jeremy Stephens in this fight to win because everyone knows him as a knockout artist. They don't know much about Josh Emmett, so they'll just typically pick Jeremy Stephens. But for me, stylistically, I think Josh Emmett will win because he has more in his arsenal. He can kick, he can throw flying knees, he can wrestle, he can submit people, he can ground and pound, he can throw his hands. So I believe that Josh Emmett is a bad matchup for Jeremy Stephens. And I think that he will either grind out the win or sit on the 4th round and win like that. But in saying that, if Jeremy Stephens catches him on coming in, then, you know, it's good night for Josh Emmett. But I think that as the fight gradually gets on, I think that Jeremy Stephens' power will start to fade. So I am going to pick Josh Emmett on that one. Alright, let's go over who I've picked. I've picked Mike Perry by knockout in the first, Ovince St. Preux in the second, Jessica versus Torres. I'm picking Jessica by knockout in the first, and I'm picking Josh Emmett maybe win in the 4th round. If you liked the content, just leave a like, share or subscribe. It helps out a ton. And thank you for tuning in again, and I'll catch you guys next time. See ya!